Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, myself Chirag. In this video, I am going to discuss about why Kerberos version 5, topic of network security. Let's check the outline of this video. The first topic is what is Kerberos. The second one is how many versions of Kerberos protocol. And the third one is why Kerberos version 5. So before discuss about this topic, subscribe my channel on YouTube. Let's start with the first topic, what is Kerberos. Kerberos is a network authentication protocol. Kerberos allow nodes communicating over a non-secure network on the basis of ticket. For the security purpose, all the nodes prove their identity to one another in a secure manner on a non-secure network. Next, different version of Kerberos protocol. There are two versions of Kerberos protocol. The first one is Kerberos version 4 and the second one is Kerberos version 5. If you want to learn about Kerberos version 4, then click on above I button. Here in this video, I am going to discuss about why Kerberos version 5. Kerberos version 5 is used to overcome the limitation of Kerberos version 4 in two different areas. The first one is environmental shortcoming and the second one is technical deficiencies in Kerberos version 4. In environmental shortcoming, the first topic is encryption system dependence. The second one is internet protocol dependence. The third one is ticket lifetime. The fourth one is authentication forwarding. And the fifth one is inter-realm authentication. In technical deficiencies, the first one is PCBC encryption. The second one is session keys. And the third one is password attack. So these are the limitation of Kerberos version 4. So we have to require Kerberos version 5. Now discuss all the limitation one by one in detail. So let's start with the environmental shortcomings. First limitation is encryption system dependence. Kerberos version 4 use only DES algorithm. When DES algorithm is found at that time, it is very strong algorithm. But nowadays there are many loopholes in the DES algorithm. So it is the limitation of version 4. In Kerberos version 5, any encryption techniques can be used like DES, AES, RC4 or any other symmetric algorithms. The another environmental shortcoming is internet protocol dependence. Kerberos version 4 supports only IP address but cannot support ISO network address. But Kerberos version 5 supports any types of network address with variable length. So here we can say the limitation of network address in version 4 is overcome in version 5. The another environmental shortcoming is ticket lifetime. In version 4 are encoded in an 8-bit quantity in units of 5 minutes. So maximum lifetime is 2 raised to 8 cross 5 is equal to 1280 minutes. So it is around 21 hours. So here ticket lifetime is fixed in version 4. So it may be inadequate for some long applications. So this is the limitation of version 4. In Kerberos version 5, ticket lifetime can allowing arbitrary lifetimes. So it means ticket includes an explicit ticket start time and ticket end time. Also, ticket renew option is available in Kerberos version 5. Still, if you have any query, you can ask me on Telegram group. And this video material is available in my blog chiragbhalodia.com. Links are given in description. Now move to the next environmental shortcoming. It is authentication forwarding. Let's take one scenario to understand the authentication forwarding in Kerberos version 4 and in Kerberos version 5. Client want to access a print server and need a print of particular file. But right now the file is present in the file server. But here question is that how can print server access that file from the file server? Here first we discuss how print server can access the file from the file server in Kerberos version 4 and then later on discuss in the Kerberos version 5. In Kerberos version 4, client provide authentication to the file server and instruct file server to provide the file to the print server. Here in Kerberos version 4 scenario, client provides two authentication, one for the print server and another for the file server. Now discuss in Kerberos version 5 how print server can access a file from the file server. In Kerberos version 5, client is already authenticate itself to the print server. Now print server send a request on behalf of client to the file server to access a file for the print. In Kerberos version 5, all the servers are authenticate with each other when it established. So no need to provide authentication by the print server because it is already authenticated with the file server. Now file server will send a requested file to the print server. So there is only one authentication is required in Kerberos version 5. It is between the client and the print server. So based on this scenario, we can say version 4 does not allow credential issued to one client to be forwarded to some other host and used by some other client. But version 5 provides the authentication forwarding. It means client to access a server and have that server access another server on behalf of the client. So here we can say the limitation of authentication forwarding in version 4 is overcome in version 5. Next environmental shortcoming is inter-realm authentication. Let's take another scenario to understand the inter-realm authentication in Kerberos version 4 and in Kerberos version 5. For example, there are 5 realm in both the Kerberos version. In Kerberos version 4, all the realm are connected with each other and authenticate with each other. So here we can say any host from any realm can communicate with all the hosts of all the realm. Now move to the scenario of Kerberos version 5. In Kerberos version 5, all the realm are authenticate with each other. But all the realm are not connected directly. So it means all the realm are connected partially. Compared to both the scenario of Kerberos version 4 and Kerberos version 5, Kerberos version 5 is fewer relationship but more stronger than Kerberos version 4 because Kerberos protocol is work on the non-secure network. If many of the links are connected with each other, it has been vulnerable to all the realm. So based on this scenario, we can say in Kerberos version 4, interoperability among realm requires many Kerberos to Kerberos relationship and it may be vulnerable. Also, in Kerberos version 4, interoperability among n realms required on the order of n square Kerberos to Kerberos relationship. But in Kerberos version 5 supports a method that requires fewer relationship. There are fewer relationship in Kerberos version 5, but still we can say the Kerberos version 5 is more secure than Kerberos version 4. Next area of the limitation in Kerberos version 4 is technical deficiencies. In technical deficiencies, the first limitation is PCBC encryption. PCBC stands for propagating cipher block chaining. Let's see the block diagram of PCBC encryption. Kerberos version 4 uses the PCBC encryption. But the disadvantage of PCBC encryption is if one ciphertext bit is damaged, the next plaintext block and all subsequent blocks will be damaged and unable to decrypt correctly. So we cannot recover the data. In Kerberos version 5 allows the standard CBC mode to be used for the encryption. The disadvantage of CBC mode is one ciphertext bit is damaged, only 2 received plaintext block will be damaged. So there are only 2 plaintext blocks will be damaged. So it might be possible to recover the data in CBC mode. So here limitation of PCBC encryption in version 4 is overcome in version 5 using the standard CBC mode. Next technical deficiency is session keys. Let's take one scenario to understand how session keys are used in Kerberos version 4 and in Kerberos version 5 in different connection with same client and same server. So there are one client and one server in Kerberos version 4 and in Kerberos version 5. Now in Kerberos version 4, client want to access a services from the server. So client send a ticket to the server. In version 4, each ticket includes a session key used for the encrypting the message. So here all the messages between the client and server are encrypted using the session key. Now in version 5, client want to access a services from the server and send a ticket to the server. In ticket, sub-session key is included for the encryption of message. Sub-session key is generated from the session key. Now in Kerberos version 4, same client and same server want to communicate with each other. So again, client send a ticket to the server. Ticket includes a same session key which is used in the connection 1 for encrypting the messages. Now in Kerberos version 5, same client and same server want to communicate with each other. So client send a ticket to the server. Ticket includes a new sub-session key used for encrypting the messages. So now we can say in version 4, same session key is used for both the connection. So we can say if same ticket may be used repeatedly, it is vulnerable to the replay attack. In Kerberos version 5, it is possible for a client and server to negotiate a sub-session key which is to be used only for the one connection. So here limitation of session keys is overcome using the subsession key in Kerberos version 5. Next technical deficiency is password attack. Let's take one example to understand the password attack. For example, there is one client and there is one authentication server. Now client want to access services from the authentication server. The message is from the authentication server to the client encrypted with a key based on the client password. When authentication server send a message to the client, at that time an opponent can capture this message and attempt to decrypt it by trying various passwords. Thus the opponent can discover the client password and may subsequently use it to gain the authentication credential from the Kerberos. So it is called password attack. So Kerberos version 4 is vulnerable with the password attack. In Kerberos version 5 provides a pre-authentication mechanism which should be make password attack difficult, but it does not prevent the password attack. So we can say Kerberos version 5 is also vulnerable with password attack. So both the versions are vulnerable to a password attack. So what I have explained in password attack, the description of password attack is written over here. You can read from these slides. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and share with others. For any query, you can join my Telegram group. Follow me on social media. All the links are given in description. Subscribe my channel on YouTube, Chirag Bhalodia, and thank you for watching this video.